Hi friends, this is your tech expert Neil and you are watching HowISolve.com. In this video, I'll show you how you can install WordPress on your local desktop system. This will be a step-by-step video and I'll show you how easy it is to install WordPress. WordPress, as you all know, is a content management system using which you can create beautiful sites. There can be several different scenarios where you need to install WordPress locally. It can be that you want to test the WordPress theme before installing it on your own server, or you want to learn how to use WordPress, or you're developing some plugin or theme for WordPress and you would like to test run locally on your Windows system. I'll be showing you using a Windows system, but you can use the same software on a Mac as well as Linux. I personally use this WordPress local installation for my static site. I use WordPress as a static site generator. If you want to know more about it, comment down in the comment section below and I'll create a separate video of how you can create static sites using WordPress. So without wasting much time, let's get started. The link for downloading this tool will be there in the video description, but you can easily find it by Google searching it. I'll show you. Open your browser and search Bitnami WordPress. Hit enter and over here you can see WordPress package by Bitnami. Click on this and in this you can see there are different ways in which you can install this. You can install it on your cloud, on container, but today we'll be looking at local installation. So we'll be looking for on my computer. In this also there are two options. You can natively host this WordPress or you can use a virtual machine. I'll be using native installation. So we'll click on this and over here scroll down and here you can see there are different packages for different operating system. We'll be installing WordPress Bitnami on a Windows 10 system. So simply click on this and it will ask you to sign in. You can skip the sign in process by clicking no thanks. Just take me to the download over here. Click on this and the download should start. As you can see, the file size for this setup is around 244 MBs. Depending on your internet connection, it will take some time. Okay friends, our download has finished. I'll check my downloads folder. Right click over here and click on show in folder. Okay friends, so as you can see, this is the setup file that we have just now downloaded. WordPress, as you all know, requires a PHP installation as well as a SQL database server. Using this single package, this will install not only WordPress, but it will also install a local installation of Apache and SQL server, that is MariaDB open source SQL server. So all this process will be done automatically. You do not need to configure anything. So that's the beauty of this software. You simply have to install this software package as a normal software installation that happens in Windows. So to start that process, simply double click it. Then it will ask for administrative privileges. Click yes to grant it. Select your language. Click on next. And you can keep the default settings over here. Then click on next. This will be the location for your WordPress installation. If you want to change it, you can change it now. I'll keep the default location and then click on next. Your real name will be the WordPress author name. So type the name depending on that. I'll type Neil and the email address. This will be used for your WordPress login and WordPress admin configuration will be given this email address. So I'll type hello@howIsolve.com. The login user ID will be a WordPress login ID. I'll keep admin and password. I'll simply type pass123. Again, you have to retype the same password for confirmation. Pass123. This site will not be accessible from outside your network, so you can keep a simple username password. Then click on next. This will be the name of your blog. So let's keep it HowISolve. You can type any name that you want. Then click on next. Do you want to configure mail support? I'll not check this. Click on next. Uncheck this box. Launch WordPress in cloud with Bitnami because we don't want a cloud installation. We want a local installation. So uncheck this and then click on next. Then now it's saying it will start the installation process. Then click on next. Now the installation process has started. It will unzip all the files and it will configure your web server as well as your database server. Okay friends, it's about to complete the installation process. For me, it took around 5 minutes, but depending on your computer configuration, it might take around 5 to 10 minutes. Okay friends, it's now asking to add a Windows Defender exception in the firewalls so that it can access the local internet. Grant it by clicking on allow access. Okay friends, the installation has finished. Click on finish and you can see it will launch the WordPress package when you click on finish. So we'll simply click finish. Okay, again it will ask for administrative privileges. Grant it by clicking yes, and there you go. This is the WordPress server management page. You can turn on and turn off and see the current status of the Apache and the database server, that is the MariaDB database server. You can see over here at this time it's shown as running. Both of them are running, and over here any server events, if something is not working, then over here you might see some log. So now to go to your WordPress site, it has already opened the local page. The local host can be accessed using 127.0.0.1. And then over here you can see by clicking on this link over here, access WordPress, it will go to your WordPress local setup. And you can see this is the default WordPress page. Welcome to your WordPress. Now if you want to change this domain from this IP address, you can either use this IP address or you can use local host like this, but you can also use a custom domain name. I'll show you how you can make this a custom domain. You simply have to first go in C, Windows, System 32, and then drivers over here. And then in this etc, I'll paste this folder location down in the video description, or you can also check this out in our blog. You'll have to open Notepad as an administrator to edit this file. So simply type over here Notepad and right click and select run as administrator. Grant it administrative rights by clicking on yes, and then you can edit this file. We'll copy this location over here like this, Control C, file, open, and type this location. And in this over here you can see text is mentioned. Select this drop down and select all files. You have to select this host file over here. Select this, click open. Okay, here go down and at the end of this file over here, type this text. I'll copy paste it. This host file acts like a DNS provider in Windows, and all the host name that your browser or any application references to in the Windows system, first check whether that host name is mapped to an IP address in this file or not. If you want to change the local IP address, that is the 127.0.0.1 to another custom host name, you can do that in this file. So over here you can see I have mapped 127.0.0.1 to my HowISolve.in website. You can change this over here to a custom domain that you want to map your local WordPress installation to. It can be any domain. You do not have to own that domain, but this will only work on this particular desktop system. If you use a different device, then you won't be able to access this domain from that. So you can even keep it google.com. Then all google.com links will open in your local WordPress installation. But I would suggest you do not do that. Otherwise, you will not be able to access the internet properly. Okay. So once you have done this change over here, and now you can save it by clicking on File, Save, or Control S. Okay, now we have made this changes in this file, and we'll check whether this change has applied or not by simply go on your web browser and type HowISolve or whatever website name you have mentioned in that host file .in. And as you can see now, this particular website is linked to our local host, and you can access your WordPress installation by clicking on this. So now your new link, instead of typing that IP address, you can now type this rememberable domain name. Okay, now let's open the WordPress login page. So simply go on HowISolve WordPress, and over here type in login, and this should redirect you to your WordPress installations login page. And we'll be using the login details that we mentioned during the setup phase. I gave the username as admin and password was pass123. Click login, and there you go. You have logged into your local WordPress installation, and now you can do whatever you want with this local site. I hope friends you like this video. If yes, smack that like button. Share this video with your friends and family. We will be providing more such informative technology guides, tips and tricks. So make sure to subscribe our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, friends. See you later. Bye.